What happens if you get into a car accident that wasn't your fault and now you have to deal with Progressive Insurance? Let me tell you why that might be much harder than you expect and what you can do to make it easier. A well-known injury trial lawyer whose rankings I trust has given Progressive an F grade for many years, and I completely agree. Let me show you why. When Progressive is the other driver's insurance company, they can be one of the toughest to work with. Progressive is just as tough if they're your own insurance company and you're making an uninsured or underinsured motorist claim. That's called the or UIM claim. And you make it if the careless driver doesn't have insurance or enough of it. Both this injury trial lawyer and I have given Progressive this F grade for a long time. And based on what I've seen, I believe they've earned it. Here's a quick story that I've seen play out time and time again with Progressive claims. You're stopped at a red light and someone rear-ends you. You have medical bills and you need help. We'll assume that Progressive insures the other driver. You expect Progressive to offer a fair amount to cover your costs and your pain and suffering and maybe your lost wages. However, they come back with a settlement offer so low it feels like a slap in the face. This isn't rare. It's something I've seen in many Progressive cases. In fact, it's one of the most typical scenarios I deal with, and that's exactly why they've earned this F grade. It means Progressive often gives much lower offers than you'd expect, almost like they dare you to take them to court. Progressive falls short in three main areas. First, they usually make an offer way below what your injuries are worth, even if you have clear proof the crash wasn't your fault. Second, they make such low offers that you may feel forced to file a lawsuit just to get a fair payment. Lawsuits can drain your time, energy, and patience. It's the last thing anyone wants to deal with. Instead of dealing with the stress of a lawsuit, wouldn't you rather be playing catch with your kids, enjoying a backyard barbecue with friends, or just relaxing with your family? Progressive adjusters are usually nice on the phone, but they're not so good at replying to emails. I remember one case where I emailed Progressive several times about photos of my client's injuries and didn't hear back. It's maddening when you're just trying to get answers. There's a few positives with Progressive. To be fair, they're okay at answering the phone or returning phone calls. For example, Progressive claim reps are better at answering and returning phone calls than State Farm reps. I try my best to be fair. Not all insurance companies are horrible. In fact, companies like Nationwide and The Hartford have a reputation for being better to work with. Most Progressive adjusters are polite. Most Progressive adjusters speak English well, unlike some adjusters at some smaller South Florida insurance companies. This can save you time and frustration by avoiding the need to repeat yourself due to a language barrier. But most of the time with Progressive, a friendly voice doesn't lead to a fair payout. That said, if you have a case that is clearly worth substantially more than the available policy limits with Progressive, they can be okay to deal with. However, don't expect Progressive to tell you how to prove that your case is worth more than their policy limits. They're not going to guide you through the process. That's not their job. It's up to you to prove the value of your case and put pressure on them to pay. Also, if the other driver has Progressive, it's almost always better than them not having insurance. It's often easier to get an insurance company to pay you than it is to get someone without insurance to pay you. The reason is that insurance companies are set up to pay claims. They collect payments from their insured knowing that they may have to pay a claim. On the other hand, many people aren't familiar with the claims process. But more importantly, people who don't have auto insurance often don't have money to pay you. I'm talking to you, Mike, who never seems to have insurance. Progressive has held this failing grade for many years. That means it's not just one bad moment, it's a pattern. If the person who hit you has Progressive, get ready for some bumps along the way. The same is true if you have uninsured or underinsured motorist insurance with Progressive. Don't be surprised if their first offer barely covers your basic bills. They're known for this, so keep your guard up. I try to take notes in all calls in every claim that I have. I write down the date, time, and what was discussed during the call. You should do the same also, even if you're not a lawyer. You're going to forget details. You're only human. Think before you settle. Progressive's plan might be to wear you out so you'll take a low offer. Hold off until you're sure it's fair. If you don't have a lawyer, Progressive will likely assign your case to a lower level adjuster. Insurance giants like Progressive use less experienced adjusters to handle your claim if you don't have a lawyer. They call these non-repped claims, meaning non-represented by a lawyer. There's a big disadvantage to dealing with an adjuster who handles non-repped claims. it's usually tougher for them to get you more money to settle. Here's why. They know that you really can't sue without a lawyer. Sure, you can file a lawsuit, but doing that alone is a bad move. Personal injury lawsuits are way too difficult to handle without legal help. So if you threaten to sue, it won't scare Progressive. On the other hand, if a lawyer threatens to sue, they know the lawyer can easily sue their insured that same day, which makes them more nervous. The goal of your accident case is to put pressure on the insurance company so they'll pay fast. That said, I find Progressive adjusters to be less nervous about their insured getting sued than many other auto insurance companies. That's another reason why I give Progressive an F rating. If you're unsure how to handle your claim, talk to a lawyer who settled many insurance claims with Progressive. I reveal game-changing tips from some of my many accident claims and settlements with Progressive in the video that's on screen. Link in the description below, so watch it now. And if you've been injured in an accident and are dealing with Progressive or any insurance company, click the link in the description below to see if I could be the lawyer for you.